What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So I ran across this clip of Bomac making some comments in reference to coming back to the UK. Now, this video, I want you guys to listen to this because it's too much for me to paraphrase. So I want you to hear what this guy has to say about what he thinks about Bomac's situation, because a lot of people, they're not aware of this. And I don't know how the UK system is ran. I know things that I hear and read about and stuff like that, but let's just take a listen to this.
I ain't going for this time. Chris Eubanks Jr.'s trainer, Brian Bomac. And again, last time I was there, somebody tried to take my wallet. I ain't going for this time. Chris Eubanks Jr.'s trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, has been charged with 2 firearm offences after being arrested at Manchester Airport Sunday morning by armed police. He was due to board a flight to Atlanta when he was placed under arrest by Greater Manchester Police, who've since charged him with possession of a firearm and possession of ammunition for a firearm without a certificate. Okay, guys, I'm going to break this down for you about what's happening to him. He's actually been remanded into custody. He appeared at Stockport Magistrates yesterday, and he's been remanded till October the 9th. I'm going to let you know what potential sentence he's looking at and what goes on from this point forth. I believe he will be remanded to Strangeways prison, an old prison, which is not the nicest of places to wake up to this Tuesday morning. He'll be on the induction wing, where he'll probably stay for a couple of weeks whilst they acclimatise him to his new prison conditions. There's a few minor points I'm going to make before I talk about the sentencing and what could happen and what possessed him to actually be carrying a firearm without a certificate, and to even bring one, if he did bring it to UK in the first place, or whether he purchased it whilst he was here. We saw from the clip at the beginning, potentially someone attempted to rob him last time, and that is maybe why he felt he needed protection. However, first things first, he's going to wake up, he's going to be in prison issue clothing, unless he's still wearing the clothing he was arrested in. Now, hopefully he was in like jogging suit or whatever, because he's going to need one, because the prison issue clothes, which have been washed thousands of times, they aren't going to find something that fits him properly. So he'll be walking around with a t-shirt halfway down his gut, and it's not a nice way to feel. Do you know what I mean? When you're out your comfort zone already, you want to be in your own clothes. So hopefully he was in a tracksuit or some type of thing like that, which they allow him to wear now. But his friends are going to have to, his legal team are going to have to get him a package in with joggers, trainers, all that type of things, plate, mug, because he'll just be using the plastic, tiny little plastic plates and plastic mugs that you get when you go to prison. Also, I believe nowadays that you don't even get out to have your porridge. You get like a little packed lunch type thing, which will be posted through, and you're probably going to be looking at 23-hour bang up nowadays in Strangeways with maybe an hour's exercise, and you'll be stuck in there with a pad mate, unless he's given special permissions, but I doubt it. So that's just giving you a bit of a sort of feeling of what he's going to be suffering at the minute, probably going out of his mind, thinking, what the hell is happening? Do you know what I mean? I'm in jail. I was here to train a boxer. But the facts are, you can't be carrying a shoot around in the UK like you can in America. There was no certificate. He would have had to have notified the police and got their permission, which he didn't. We don't know whether it's even an illegal firearm. It's a legal firearm, in America, but I presume it would be. He was boarding a flight to get back to Atlanta. But these are the questions that the police are going to have to, he's going to have to answer, and the police are going to have to investigate. Did he bring the gun with him illegally from America to the UK, smuggled on a plane? There's rumours going on that he came out over on a private plane, but went back on a chartered one. Now, that's further charges, okay, that he would face, and bigger charges potentially. He's already looking at a minimum mandatory 5-year sentence for the possession of an illegal firearm. So he's been remanded to October the 9th. He now needs to get a top-class solicitor, which I'm sure his team are already on, who will need to try and apply for a bail hearing before October the 9th. Probably not going to get it, but either way, they'll attempt to, because they'll want to get him out of there, okay, on bail. They will plead that he's not a flight risk, he's too well known to be a flight risk, etc., and that he wasn't carrying it to cause any harm. But, as we saw from the video, there's potential intent that the police could use to say that, look, he knew what he was doing, he was bringing it for protection. But I think, on the balance of probability, he should be released on bail. And then he would have to stay in the UK whilst they formed the defence. You're probably talking about a year, if not more. Okay, that he'd have to stay in the country for and not be able to go back to America unless they gave him special permission to go back to America and to come back here for the court case. But that's a long way down the line. And it's a minimum of 5 years. There's no really way around that. So he's fucked, basically. Pardon my French. That's just how it is. And what possessed him to even consider carrying a firearm? I mean, this guy's an elite coach, intelligent guy. I mean, surely he must have known that, you can't carry a firearm just to have it in his luggage, mate, going for a scanner. I mean, it just beggars belief. But yeah, that's just laying down some truths, some facts for you there, guys. That's what he's looking at. He can't really get out of this. And he's looking at 5 years. He'll do 2.5, maybe get out on tag earlier, 2. I think it's 2/3 you have to do usually, but you can get out halfway on a probation sort of hearing. So like a minimum of 2.5 years you'll have to serve, which messes up his fighters, his career, his family life. No good at all. But please, guys, let me know what you think about this, what your thoughts are, and how you think it playing out. Do you think I'm correct? Or do you think that he'll somehow manage to get away with it? All right, guys, take care.
Okay. So, that was what I heard yesterday, is that it was a rumor. They're saying rumor. I don't know for sure, but I would think that's more believable that he did come in on a private jet. And that's why he was able to get there and not be detected with the firearms. Otherwise, if he did take a chartered plane there, that would mean either one, somebody either just go ahead, I got you, which I doubt, but 2, somebody somehow just didn't get it. And they put all your baggage, your luggage through scanners. So, that would be they purposely overlooked it, right? Or 3, he never had a firearms when he went through, which means 1 or 2 possibilities, right? Either he purchased it while he was over there in the UK, or he was set up, right? Those are possibilities. The reality of this shit is this. You hear at the beginning of the video, he said, I'm not going for that shit. He said, last time I was over there, somebody tried to steal my wallet, right? So, what it looks like to me is, okay, if he did take that private jet, fine. So he had a gun, but without a license. And basically, for protection. Obviously, the fuck else would you have a gun for? Right? And basically, what the stupid thing about it would be, though, is if you took a private jet, fuck trying to save some money, you should have took the private jet back. If you took one there, why would you take it back? And so that's where I'm like, you can't be that stupid. Like, you understand what I mean? Like, really? But, I don't know the details of the particulars, man. But, like, at the end of the day, like I said, I could say it's this, it's that. I don't know for sure what it is. Was he set up? Did he bring firearms? I don't know. Man. It makes me think about that movie. Which one was it with Michael J. White? When he was a fighter. And I think he was in Russia. And they put the damn, somebody set him up and put a gun in his Bible or something like that. Yeah. And he wound up having to fight his way out of prison. I hope that don't happen to Bomac, because he fucked. If he got to fight his way out, he ain't never get out that prison. But nah, seriously, yeah. So this is the video that I saw yesterday, and I just waited to the day to do it so I could go through this and like let y'all hear it for yourself what was said. So I don't know. Right now, speculation doesn't matter. We can, just had questions, just thought of the situation he's in, put himself in, or was he set up? That's going to be the thing that everybody's looking at, because it's like, if you wasn't set up, Bomac, that was some dumb shit. That was some dumb shit, man. If you, yeah. I mean, we all human. We all can make mistakes, but that wasn't a mistake. That would be you deliberately bringing the firearms. My thing is, I always tell people this, man, get your firearms legally, man. Don't, and your intent looks even, the intent to have a dirty gun is like this, or illegal, and it's considered dirty even if it was never used because it's illegal, right? You don't have a certificate for it, right? You don't have for that gun. So what happens is what? That's what they call throwaway guns. You got to do some dirt, bow, gloves on, or wipe the prints off, throw that shit away. So yeah, and him saying what he said at the beginning of that video, I'm willing to bet you the court system's going to use that same video against him too. So what did you mean when you said I'm not going for that? Last time somebody tried to steal my wallet. So yeah, you came there this time with the gun to protect yourself, but no license for it. Just saying. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.